What is up, you guys? I am your host, Tay, and welcome back to All Things Lifestyle. So glad to be here today, chit-chatting with you. And if you're listening to this in the background while cleaning, driving, or doing any other task, I hope you are enjoying. I love the feedback that I've been getting on the podcast. I've had a few people tell me it feels like they're talking to their friend, they're talking to their homegirl, and I love that because those are the vibes that I'm trying to curate. Those are the vibes that I'm trying to give off. Like, we're just talking, chit-chatting, and just talking about things each week. So this week, I am kicking off my Get Healthy series. I did this series last year. I talked about meal prepping and some of my favorite, like, healthier meals, my favorite exercises and workouts, and other things I talked about. I kind of want to do this each year, I feel, or maybe like I'll probably do it later, another one later in the year. I just feel like it's important that we highlight our health and wellness, because the older I get, the more I'm being into my health and wellness, trying to be healthy as much as I can. Because, you know, with all the unhealthy foods, you at least want to have some simplicity in your diet, in your life, and just really tone in and focus on your health and wellness. Okay, so today's episode, I'm going to talk about healthy habits that you could start today. Healthy habits that you could start today. Just boom. Like, just start today. So I'm going to be talking about that. And then also within the next few episodes, so like I said, this is 3 episodes. The next 3 episodes, I'm going to be talking about emotional health. And then I'm going to be talking about relationship with food. I feel like that was a good one because as I start to be more conscious of what I'm eating, and I think about how food makes me feel and what kind of foods I eat when I'm feeling a certain way, and things like that. Like, I just started thinking real deep into it. So I was like, oh, I want to talk about this because I wonder if people actually realize you eat certain foods if you're feeling a certain way. And again, like these habits, they're simple, but I feel like it's necessary to talk about because, like I said, it is very important we keep up with our health, we keep up with our wellness, and at least even if we're doing something small a day, something that's small each day that is healthy for us, a win is a win. A win is a win. So that's what today's episode is going to be about. Okay, so I just want to say prayers for Nashville and the school shooting that happened. I think it's very sad that kids go to school to get an education, to learn, to make friends, to be social, to gain all of these skills, and they have to worry about not going home to their families. People are targeting schools and kids and teachers, and I don't understand that. Innocent children, innocent kids lose their lives, innocent teachers. A teacher, I feel like people undermine the job of a teacher because when kids are at school, they're in the teacher's care. It's the teacher's job to keep those kids safe. And so people just come up in the schools and shoot these teachers and these kids like for no reason. I came across the video on Instagram or Facebook, and it was just like it was the body cam of one of the police officers, and it was just so tough to watch. It was so tough to watch. Like, it was very good, like how he was giving directions trying to get to the shooter, but it was very tough to watch, and it was just like I'm shaking watching it because it's so hard. And I know, like, I think 4 people lost their lives. I just think it's crazy that somebody could walk into school with a semi-automatic weapon and just shoot whoever they want to. In schools, like, there needs to be more security. Like, where is the security for these schools? We've had too many of these situations. Why is the security not being buckled down, taken seriously? And honestly, it's scary to even think about bringing children into the world because the world is so crazy. It just makes you not even want to leave your house. It makes you want to homeschool kids, but it's like every parent can't homeschool because people have to work. everybody cannot work, even working from home. People have to actually work. They can't homeschool their kids. Like, parents have to go to work. They have to provide for these kids. And kids can't even go to school without being a target. Literally, like, who just goes to us? I don't want to bring down the mood of the episode, but I just wanted to say prayers for Nashville and all the families that have been affected. And I just everybody stay safe. I have taken it upon myself to monitor my processed sugar intake. So I've done that. I've been doing that for the past couple weeks. I didn't cut cold turkey, so I've done it maybe like 3 to 4 days out the week where I won't have any processed sugar, or very, very minimal. And I just went into things like, I started looking up like, how many grams of sugar should the average human have on a regular basis or the daily basis and stuff like that. And I just started thinking of all the unnecessary sugar that I'm eating. And y'all, if you do this, you're going to realize how your body is so addicted to sugar. It's crazy, because I did it for like, I want to say 3 days straight. I had headaches, my stomach is hurting, cramping. It was just crazy. Like, I was low energy. Like, it was crazy. It was like a withdrawal. Like, it's crazy how your body is so addicted to sugar. And I was bloating too. And to me, bloating is I feel like that's an adverse effect. Because I'm like, okay, you would think I wouldn't be bloating because I'm not eating the extra sugar. But it said, I Googled it. It said something about something. I was Googling why do you bloat if you're not eating as much sugar? But it's like, these are all initial phases though. One thing I think I'm going to start doing, maybe like a couple days out the week. Like, of course, I'm going to have, some kind of processed sugar still on a regular basis, but I'm going to take it. Like I said, I think 3 or 4 days is cool. Like, out the week, just have just limit your limit my processed sugar and just have fruits. That's what I had instead. I have fruits. That was crazy. Headaches, craving snacks really bad. Like, I wanted something sweet so bad. And yeah, like I said, headaches, stomach aches, bloating. It was crazy. And I've been doing it for like a couple weeks. And I don't think I've been no more than 3 days each week. And yeah, I've had those side effects. I was like, I'm trying to like work myself up. But again, I don't like to deprive myself. So I just wanted to stick to 3 or 4 days. I'm going to make it to 5 days out of a week, one of these weeks. I'm going to make it to 5. But making these small changes is great. And I don't beat myself up about it. I just always like to challenge myself with something. Like, say, drink a gallon of water today. Drink a gallon of water tomorrow. Or don't eat sugar for a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just like to challenge myself just to see, what I can handle, what I can't. Yeah, that was just a little thing I've done. So, okay, y'all. New twerk anthem alert. This is for the gross. New twerk anthem alert. I came across this song by I think it's NLE Choppa and Lil Wayne. Ain't Gon' Answer. That's the song called Ain't Gon' Answer. And I've been seeing NLE on social media, but I never listened to his music. I still haven't. This is the only song I've listened to, but I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to listen to more of his music. But that's my first time listening to it, and it is perfect for going into the summer for the girls, like going into the warmer months, spring, summer. New twerk anthem. It gives, what does it give? What's that song called? Juvenile. Why is that song escaping me right now? Oh, Back That Ass Up. That's what it gives. It gives that. And it make you want to dance. So yes, new twerk anthem for the summer. Ain't Gon' Answer by NLE Choppa and my man Wayne. No, when I heard it, I was like, yes, period. I had to mention that on here. Okay, so what's next? The affirmation. Let's get into the affirmation. The affirmation for this week is, my heart and mind are open and ready for new experiences. My heart and mind are open and ready for new experiences, and period. There is nothing worse than having a closed mind. There's nothing worse than being closed minded. At least be open minded. Not saying you have to try everything, but be open to more. I feel like we're all growing. We're all growing every day, and being open to new things is just a part of life. So open your mind, open your heart, and get ready for the new experiences. Because I feel like if you don't have any experiences planned, plan some experiences. I'm an experience grow. Like, I love to spend like a trip anywhere. I don't care if it's a staycation, if it's only like a 30 minutes, an hour from me. I like to experience something. I'm an experienced person. I love to experience things. You know what I thought about? Every time I say experience, I think of that one episode of the Kardashians where Kendall's like, if you want to experience things, you would experience things instead of saying you want to experience it and experience things. Something like that. And that's just how I be feeling. Because people be saying, oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. If you wanted to experience it, you would. So have an experience, okay? And stop playing. Stop saying, oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Do it. There's so many people that want to talk. Do it. Plan it. And get to it, y'all. Oh, okay. So my product of the week is a slap. A satin lined cap. So this reminds me of like a beanie. That's what it reminds me of. It to me is better than a bonnet because it is satin lined. It is lined with satin on the inside, and then it's like regular cloth material on the outside. I think it comes in like two colors, gray and black, and I think this is black owned. I have to double check. Let me actually double check to see if it's black owned. But satin line cap. It has a drawstring. That's why I like it better than a bonnet. It stays on all night. Cause I know y'all feel me with the bonnets that it comes off. I hate when my bonnet comes off in the middle of the night. Usually my bonnet will maybe stay secure if I have like my scarf wrapped around like my edges. Like, you know, you wrap the scarf around the edges, right? And then you put the bonnet on. Sometimes my bonnet will stay on because it's kind of like on the scarf part. But 8 times out of 10, my bonnet is off. Like, I hate waking up in the middle of the night, my bonnet's off and it's on the pillow or it's on the other side of the bed. I'm like, okay, wow. So this satin line cap, it doesn't come off. Well, I haven't had it come off in the middle of the night. It will come off if you don't adjust the drawstring. If you don't adjust the drawstring, why is that hard to say? If you don't adjust the drawstring, yes, it's gonna come off, obviously, because it's looser on your head. But if you adjust the drawstring and make it tight, not super tight, but fit around your head, it hasn't come off for me. And I don't feel like I'm a wild sleeper. But I do like, I toss and turn a lot. Like, I move my head, I guess. Like, I don't know. Whatever. It don't come off for me. It hasn't yet. And I've had it approved for like a month or two. So yeah, this is a newer purchase. But it is like it can't be worn with like every hairstyle. So like if you have like super long braids or something, it depends. It depends if you have like, you know how you have straight back braids or like lemonade braids or something. You could probably wear it with those braids. But if they're like super long, like down your back, maybe not, because all the hair is just going to be like scrunched up and it's just going to be itchy. Nobody wants that. Yeah. So if you have like super long braids or something, it might not be ideal. But I got this slap from Sephora. Like everything else is going to be linked in the show notes in the description box. If you want to see what I'm talking about, just click the link. And it's right there. Yeah, I got it from Sephora. Oh, is it black owned? Let me look 1 second. Okay, yes. So it is black owned, female led, family owned. Yes. The brand is called Grace Alea. Grace Alea. And they actually have more colors than the black and gray. They have black, gray. Oh, they have like turbans too. I'm on like the Sephora website. They have turbans. This brand, Grace Alea. Oh, for the styling caps, they have red, they have cream, they have green. They got an edge brush. So yeah, check it out. I recommend. Because like I said, the bonnets is just not hitting for me no more. Of course, you'll have to wear a bonnet, like, depend on the hairstyle. But I feel like this, if you have like, maybe like, sewing, tape-ins, anything like that. Like mini twists, because I got that in my hair right now. Mini twists. Just those some flatter hairstyles definitely will protect your hair. All right, so I'm gonna get into the healthy habits that you could start today that I feel like you will feel a difference, to be honest. First one, and these habits, these aren't anything groundbreaking, but we've all heard these things before. But I just wanted to talk about it because let's talk about it. Health and wellness is so important, like I said, and it is important to keep up with these things. Oh my God, my voice cracked. It is important to keep up with these things. So first things first, drink lots of water. This is obvious because of all the benefits that we get from drinking water. For me, I try to at least drink a half gallon a day. But when I'm being intentional, I'll try to drink a gallon. Now, drinking a gallon of water a day it's hard work. It's a job. that may be dramatic, but it's a job, like trying to drink a gallon of water a day, because you have to keep getting up to pee like clockwork. Even like half a gallon. I'm like, but one thing that works with me is when I'm being intentional about my drinking my water, I'll like chug a lot of it and then let that pass and then go pee a couple times, give myself a little bit of a break, and then chug some more. You'll feel really full. And sometimes that's a good thing too. Like sometimes you're not just hungry, you just need some water. Like drink some water, it'll fill you up a little bit. If you have those weird times between like breakfast and lunch, or lunch and dinner, where it's like, okay, you already had a snack, you already had that, feel like you need something else, try to like chug some water, and that'll definitely fill you up. I go through that between lunch and dinner. Like I'll have like my fruit or like a granola bar. I cannot talk today. I have like a granola bar or some fruit, and I'll still be like, oh, I want something else. And I'll just try to, like, if I don't give in to my cravings, I'll try to just chug some water, and it definitely fills you up. Oh, have a dedicated water bottle too. I call it my emotional support water bottle. I definitely have it, because knowing you have that water bottle right there and you fill it up every day, and it's right there with you. Like take it to work, wherever you are in your house. If you're sitting at your desk, have it there at your desk. If you're laying in bed, have it on your nightstand. If you're in the living room, have it on your table. It is like so important, because I found that having that dedicated water bottle for drinking water, it just helps me a little bit more. And of course it helps if the water bottle is cute. So of course, get a cute water bottle. They have so many water bottles on Amazon with the times and everything on them, where it's like 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 a.m., like to get to a certain point throughout the day of drinking the water to hold you accountable. So yeah, definitely recommend a cute water bottle. Next one, regular movement. Now, regular movement, I feel like it could just be something as simple as walking every day, every other day. I feel like at least 4 to 5 days out of the week, that's what I try to go for. If I'm not being lazy, I'll at least try to get 3 days of movement a week. But sometimes people underestimate just getting up and walking. I've said this on the podcast, I feel like a few times, just getting up and walking for 20 to 30 minutes, 45 minutes, it definitely make a difference, and you will feel a difference. This next one is kind of difficult, especially for super busy people. Get enough sleep, 6 to 8 hours. Now, when I am getting sleep, which I feel like is rare, because I be having trouble sleeping. I have like good nights where I'm like sleeping good, but going back and forth to night shift, day shift, it really knocks off my sleep. But when I get 7 hours, I wake up in the morning. I feel tired when I wake up, especially if I have like a 5 a.m. workout or something. I'll feel tired when I wake up, but like after the workout, I shower, get dressed and everything, and I get to work. I'm like, okay, like I'm all right. Like I'm not sitting here super tired, yawning all crazy, eyes is heavy, bags. It's just you feel a difference when you have the 6 to 8 hours. I feel like 7 hours has been my sweet spot when I do get sleep. Like when I've gotten less than 7, I could definitely feel a difference. Like if I got like 5, what? I need 7. When I'm on regular schedule, I need 7. It definitely helps. Next one, establish a morning or night routine or an after work routine, an after school routine. Establish some kind of daily routine that you follow about 4 to 5 days out the week. It helps tremendously. Y'all know I'm a routine girl. I thrive. When I say I thrive off of routine, off of a schedule, I'm a planner. I guess what is that called, like a type A? A type A person? I'm a little bit of type A. I'm probably a lot. I'm gonna have to look that up actually. I have to get back to y'all because I feel like I am very type A. Because I'm a planner, I need a routine, I need something. And I feel like with routines, it holds you accountable. So like I don't really have like a morning routine per se. Like I don't get up in the morning and journal and have a slow morning. I'm not that kind of girl. I'm more of like a after work routine girl. Like after work, shower, whatever, chill, eat dinner, do my skincare routine. Maybe I'll journal if I feel like it, write down my to-do list for the next day, things like that. I like to do more of an evening routine versus a morning routine. Or if I'm off work, I'll do like a middle of the day kind of thing where I'll just sit there, plan out some things. But establish any kind of routine is key. Like I said, I thrive off of routine. Like when I'm routine, it's just everything is right in the world. Next one, clean up your diet little by little. Just like I said, I just took like 3 days last week of not eating processed sugar. Well, maybe not. Like, and again, I didn't completely not eat it. It was just limited. Like if I had cereal, that's all I had was cereal. I didn't have a brownie. I didn't have a cookie or anything else sweet for the rest of the day except fruits. Like more natural sugar. So yeah, artificial sugars, that's how it was. Like it was like very minimal, like something with no more than like 10 grams of sugar, like something like that. But yeah, clean up your diet little by little. I know this one is better said than done. Even if it's 1 day, 2 days a week, eat clean. It's a great start. 1 day a week, 2 days a week, where you're just consciously looking at what you're eating, watching what you're eating, and being like, okay. And your body will respond. It may be good or it may be bad. If it's gonna respond to like you not eating sugar, and like I said from my experience, it's gonna be those side effects that I mentioned. But even if you just take a day to be like, okay, I'm gonna consciously have vegetables. I'm going to consciously eat greens for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So if you put some spinach in your eggs, and then you have a green juice, and you make sure you have asparagus or Brussels sprouts as a side when you have your lunch and your dinner. Just, being more intentional. And that's my word for the year, if y'all remember. Intentional is my word for the year, and I want all of us to be intentional. So yes, clean up your diet little by little. And it's things that we can take out of our diet or limit. And I believe in moderation too. I don't believe in taking things out per se, I guess. I could take that back. Not take it out, just limit. Like I said, I believe in moderation. And that's something I'm practicing too. Like, just like I said, I'm always like practicing things when it comes to my health and wellness, especially my eating. One way to clean up your diet is to drink a lot of water. Circling back to number 1. That's a great way to clean you out. drink a lot of water. And then I have one more. Always show up for yourself. Just like I just said, always show up for yourself. One thing about it, when you show up for yourself, you'll never regret it. If you are too tired to get up and work out, always think of the after. That's what I always think of, how I'm going to feel after I work out. Now, don't work every time, because sometimes the bed always wins and I stay in bed an extra hour, or I just don't decide to go that day. And that's another thing too, like, don't beat yourself up. I feel like I tend to do this too. Don't beat yourself up if you don't eat super clean one day, if you don't make it to the gym, if you don't crush a goal that day or that week or that month. Don't beat yourself up, because God gives us a tomorrow for a reason, and he gives us another chance. Tomorrow is another chance to do what you need to do. So always show up for yourself, and all of these things are showing up for yourself. Drinking lots of water, regular movement, exercising, any kind of exercise. Honestly, stretching. When I'm thinking about a movement, like, get up and stretch. Like, I know people that like stretch in the mornings, like 10-15 minute stretches. I haven't done that, but I low-key kind of want to. Might do that in the morning. Because I've heard them say you feel a difference. So yeah, definitely that can go into regular movement. And practicing self-development. I feel like practicing self-development is major. And all of these things I just named is self-development. Showing up for yourself, self-development, having a routine, being aware of your diet, getting your sleep, getting your movement in, drinking your water. All of these sound very, very simple. And I know we've all heard this, but we don't do it sometimes. And I just feel like it's so important. Like I said, it's so important to talk about, because we don't do it, and it can easily fall to the wayside. All right, everybody, that brings me to the end of this episode. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope this episode brings kind of like motivation a little bit, because every time I do these kind of episodes, I just get re-motivated, re-inspired. And like I said, talking about our health and wellness is so important, and staying on top of our health and wellness is so important, especially while you're young. I feel like all of these, like when you're young, is preventative measures. In your 20s and your 30s, is preventative for when you become those ages, like when you become in your 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s. You can be like, okay, when I was in my 20s, I was conscious and I drank my water and I took my vitamins. That's another one too. Take your vitamins. I took my vitamins. I drank my green juices, or I ate my greens, and stay on top of that. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode, another week. This is episode 1 of the Get Healthy series. We have 2 more episodes of this series, and I will talk to you all next week. And remember, it's a lifestyle. Bye.